Have you ever stood before a monument so tall, so precise, that it seems to touch the sky, and wondered why it was built that way? The Washington Monument isn't just a tribute to George Washington, it's a puzzle made of marble, granite, and symbolism. There's a secret hidden in its towering design, and today, we're going to uncover it. Welcome to TripSense Studio, where history meets curiosity. If you're into amazing stories behind famous landmarks, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you never miss our weekly dose of historic wonder. The story of the Washington Monument begins not after George Washington's death, but during his lifetime. In fact, talk of a memorial began as early as 1783. The goal? To celebrate the man who led the Continental Army to victory and laid the foundation for the presidency. But building a monument to honor such a colossal legacy wasn't easy. After initial plans stalled due to political disagreements and financial troubles, it wasn't until 1848 that construction began. Architect Robert Mills designed a towering obelisk, Egyptian in inspiration, Roman in ambition. Then came disaster. By 1854, construction stopped. The Civil War erupted, and with it, all hope of finishing the tribute crumbled. The monument stood awkwardly at about 152 feet, unfinished, like a chapter left open. Next time you visit, look closely. Can you spot the color change about a third of the way up? That's where the original construction stopped. More on that in just a moment. After a two-decade pause, construction resumed in 1876, thanks to President Ulysses S. Grant and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. But there was a problem. The original quarry had closed. Builders had to source stone from other locations, resulting in the now famous color shift you can see on the monument today. What's also unique? The Washington Monument has no cement or mortar holding its marble blocks together in the shaft. That's right, it's held up purely by gravity and precision-cut stones stacked like a giant 500-foot-tall puzzle. Then, there's the dimensions. At 5.55 feet and 5.18 inches, the Washington Monument was the tallest man-made structure in the world when it was completed in 1884. It held that title until the Eiffel Tower surpassed it in 1889. Let's put that into perspective. If you laid the Washington Monument down sideways, it would span almost 2 football fields. Why an obelisk? The answer takes us back to ancient Egypt, where obelisks were erected to honor the gods and commemorate achievements. Their form was believed to connect Earth to the heavens. By adopting this shape, the U.S. was sending a message. George Washington was no ordinary leader. He was the foundation of a new nation. The minimalist design has no statue, no engraving on its exterior, just clean lines pointing to the sky. A fitting metaphor for the vision Washington had for a country built on freedom and unity. Would you have chosen an obelisk, or would a statue have made a better tribute? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Inside the monument, a spiral staircase of 897 steps winds its way to the top. While the public can't walk it anymore, those steps are lined with commemorative stones donated by states, cities, foreign nations, even Native American tribes. It's like a secret museum hidden in plain sight. There's also an elevator installed in 1889, modernized over the years, of course. It now whisks visitors to the observation deck in about 70 seconds. If you had the chance to climb all 897 steps, would you do it? Or take the elevator like the rest of us? Be honest. And what about the very top? Here's where things get even more interesting. The monument is capped with a small aluminum pyramid, just 8.9 inches tall and weighing about 100 ounces. In 1884, aluminum was considered a precious metal. This tiny capstone, with a Latin engraving reading Laus Deo, Praise be to God, was the ultimate symbol of reverence and ambition. That pyramid also served as the world's tallest lightning rod for decades. So yes, the Washington Monument isn't just symbolic, It's functional, too. Bet you didn't expect aluminum to be the crown jewel of a national monument? Pretty wild, right? Did you know the Washington Monument is perfectly aligned with other major landmarks? Draw a straight line from the Capitol building through the monument, and you'll land right at the Lincoln Memorial. This isn't a coincidence. It's intentional. The National Mall's layout reflects Masonic influences and sacred geometry, representing the balance between leadership, the Capitol, remembrance, the Lincoln Memorial, and foundation, the Washington Monument. Geometry and symbolism, or just a neat layout? Let us know what you think. Since its opening, the Washington Monument has faced lightning strikes, earthquakes, and time itself, and it's still standing strong. It's undergone major renovations, the most recent in 2019, when a new state-of-the-art elevator system was installed. Millions of visitors each year ride to the top and gaze across Washington, D.C., from the observation windows, offering breathtaking views of the Capitol, White House, and National Mall. Have you ever been to the top? If not, would you add it to your bucket list? Interestingly, not everyone was thrilled with the Washington Monument. During its planning stages, critics thought it was too stark, lacking the grandeur of statues or murals. Others disliked the Egyptian design, believing it was too foreign for an American figure. Even during the 20-year construction halt, the unfinished structure became a local eyesore nicknamed the Stump. Yet public opinion shifted over time, especially after its completion, when it became a symbol of resilience, unity, and enduring vision. The Washington Monument has also made appearances in movies, literature, and even video games. From dramatic scenes in Forrest Gump to alien attacks in Independence Day, it has become an icon of national identity. It's also hosted significant events, including civil rights rallies and presidential inaugurations. In 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech just down the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, with the Washington Monument rising in the background, a silent witness to history. If you ever visit at night, the monument transforms under powerful floodlights that highlight its grandeur. The white marble glows against the dark sky, creating a serene and majestic presence. It's also surrounded by notable sights. The World War II Memorial, the Reflecting Pool, and the Smithsonian Museums are all within walking distance. Together, they create an immersive journey through America's heritage. You might be surprised to learn how much effort goes into maintaining the monument. Regular inspections, stone cleaning, and lightning protection upgrades are just part of the ongoing care. After the 2011 earthquake, significant repairs were made to cracks near the top. A temporary elevator and scaffolding were installed, drawing massive public attention. These efforts show the nation's commitment to preserving this icon, not just for our generation, but for the next. Before we wrap up, here are a few fun facts. The monument sways slightly in the wind, about 0.1 to 25 inches at the top during a 30 mm/ph gust. The walls are 15 feet thick at the base and taper to 18 inches at the top. And the original design by Robert Mills even included a statue of Washington in a chariot, though that idea was eventually scrapped. George Washington once said, "The preservation of the sacred fire of liberty is finally staked on the experiment entrusted to the hands of the American people." And in many ways, this monument stands as the torchbearer of that sacred fire. So, what's the real secret behind the Washington Monument? It's not just in the height or the design, it's in what it represents. A timeless tribute to the strength, vision, and unity that built a nation. From ancient influences to modern marvels, it's a monument that tells 1,000 stories, all in stone. If this video sparked your curiosity, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next journey through time. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep history alive.